In previous videos, we showed you how to edit existing website content, manage your digital media, and add a photo to your web page. In this video, we're going to show you how to add new pages to your website and show you some best practices for publishing your content. For this example, we're going to create a new page to display information about our company's staff. So let's get started. We'll begin on the main BannerOS dashboard. We'll scroll down to the Pages section and click on Add New Page. This brings up the New Page form, so let's take a look at the available fields. The first field we see is Parent Page. Now, if the page that you're creating will be a sub-page of an existing page on your website, you can choose the parent page from this drop-down. For our example, we want our new page to be a sub of the About page, so I'll choose the About page from this drop-down. The next field we have is Link Web Location, also known as URL. This is the location of the new page on the site. You'll notice that the About URL has been pre-filled. This is the URL of the parent page. So this just indicates that our new page is going to be a sub of the About page. So I'll enter a URL for the new page. Next, we choose a shell template. In most cases, you'll probably want to choose the default shell template. The default shell template is the template most commonly used on the majority of your website pages. You may recall from a previous video that the shell template contains the elements of your website that remain consistent from page to page, such as your website's header and primary navigation. In this case, default has already been chosen for us. We do have some other selections available, but default is the one that we want. Next, we have Body Template. Body templates allow you to format your page's content according to a predetermined layout. You can see from the drop-down that this site has a one-cell body template and a two-column body template. If we choose the one-cell body template, our new page will have a single editable content region. If we choose the two-column body template, our new page will have two editable content regions that are laid out side by side in columns. For this example, we'll choose the one-cell body template. Next is Page Title. This is the page's title tag, which is displayed at the top of the web browser and may be a factor in search engine optimization. So I'll enter a page title. Next is breadcrumb text. We're going to leave breadcrumb text blank because this site isn't using breadcrumbs, but you can learn more about breadcrumbs by visiting our help website at bosshelp.BannerView.com. Next is page description and page keywords. These two fields contain metadata that describes the content of your web page. Now, the content of these fields is not displayed to your visitors, but it may be used by search engines to help index your site appropriately. Although many search engines today ignore meta keywords, it couldn't hurt to include a few as long as they're relevant to your page. So we'll enter a description and keywords. It's always a good idea to keep your page description brief and to the point, and use a couple of keywords relevant to the page content. Next, we have Miscellaneous Head Contents. The Miscellaneous Head Contents field is most commonly used by website developers and more advanced users to add additional resources to a page such as JavaScript or CSS. In most cases, you can leave this field blank. Next, we have options for Publish Date and Publish Time. In this case, I'm going to click the Publish Immediately checkbox because I want to make sure that this page will be immediately available on my website as soon as we create it. The remaining fields on this page can be left at their default values. We won't get into details about what these fields do, but you can learn more information about them by visiting our help website at bosshelp.BannerView.com. So we'll click Continue, and now we'll be prompted to add the content to our page. So at the top of the page, we see some basic information about our new page, including page name, page edition, shell template, body template, and region name. If you recall from the previous page, we chose the one cell body template. This means that our page will only have a single editable region. Notice the region name in this yellow bar. This indicates that we're now adding content to the main content region of this page. If we had chosen the two-column body template, this region might be called left column or right column, and we'd be prompted to enter content for each of those regions independently. But we've chosen the one cell body template, so our page will only have one editable content region, and we'll enter that content in the WYSIWYG editor below. Now, if you're like many people, you may prefer to write your website's content ahead of time using desktop software such as Microsoft Word. So as you can see here, we have a Word document that contains the content we'd like to use on our page. Now for this example, I'm not going to simply copy and paste the entire block of content. Instead, we're going to use some of the features available in BannerOS to help us format the page so that it's optimized for both our human website visitors as well as search engines. So the first thing I want to do is add a main heading to the page, or a title to the top of the content. So I'll click inside the editor window and type in the main heading. Now since this is the main title of my content, I want to style it differently and at the same time let the search engines know that this piece of text represents the main topic of the page. So I'm going to go up to the Format drop-down, and rather than leaving it set as paragraph as it's currently set, I'm going to choose Heading 1. You'll notice that the style of the text has automatically been updated. Heading 1 is the format you should use for the main heading on all of your web pages. Not only does it apply an attention-getting style, but it also surrounds the text with the appropriate HTML code, which tells the search engines that this is the main topic of your content. At this point, we can go back to our Word document and copy our first piece of content. I'm only going to copy this first paragraph because I want to add special styles for these other subheadings later on. So for now, I'll copy this piece of content. We'll go back to our website, click in the WYSIWYG editor, and hit return. You can see that the cursor is now down here on a new line. Now before we paste in our content from the Word document, I'm going to click this icon with the W. This is the Paste from Word feature. Anytime you're going to copy and paste content from a Word document, I recommend using this Paste from Word feature to help avoid compatibility issues that sometimes occur when copying text from Word documents. So we'll paste our content into this window and click Insert. As you can see, the page has now been updated with our content. Next, we're going to add a subheading for our next piece of content. Similar to our main heading, this subheading will also have a special format applied to it to distinguish it as important information to both our website visitors and search engines. So I'll click Enter to go to the new line, and from the Format drop-down, I'll choose Heading 2. Now I'm choosing Heading 2 because this is a subheading. We don't want to use Heading 1 again because Heading 1 should only be used for the main heading of your page. So I'll go ahead and type in our subheading and click Enter. Now when you click Enter, it automatically changes the format back to paragraph because it assumes that you're ready to type actual content below your heading. We can jump back over to our Pages document and copy our second piece of content. Again, we'll go back to the website. I can see that the cursor is already in the location that I want to paste in my content. So I'll click Paste from Word, paste in our content, and click Insert. Now we'll do the same process again for our third and final piece of content. I'll hit Enter. I'll choose Heading 2 from the Format drop-down. I'll type in the heading, press Enter, and we'll go back to our Pages document, grab our third piece of content, copy, back to the website, paste from Word, and there we have our page. Now that our content has been entered, we'll scroll down, click Continue, and view the page. So here we have our completed page. Now we can improve this page even more by adding a few photos of our staff. If you'd like to learn more about adding a photo to your web page, view the previous video titled Intro to BannerOS, Managing Media and Adding a Photo to a Web Page. Or visit our help website at bosshelp.BannerView.com. Now there's one last thing we need to do in this example. We need to create a link to this page so that our website visitors can find it. In this case, we'll place a link on our About page, which leads to this staff page. So using the top navigation, I'm going to click on the Pages link. This will bring up our listing of pages, and we'll click on the About link to manage this page. Before we do that, let me quickly show you that the About page now has this little plus sign next to it. That indicates that the About page has subpages. If we click on the plus, it expands the row and you can view the subpages. In this case, it's the staff page that we just created. So at this point, we'd like to add a link to the About page, which leads to the staff page. So we'll click on About to manage this page. Brings us to the front end of the website, and we'll click on the BannerOS edit icon to edit this content. We'll scroll down, and I think I'll add a link to the staff page here at the end of the first section of content. So I've typed up a little sentence that I want to use as my link. So I'll go ahead and highlight that sentence, and I'll click on the link icon. This brings up our options to specify the link. In this case, we want to link to about/staff. This is the URL of the page that we created. And we'll click Insert. So that sentence has now been linked. We'll save changes and view the page. So here's the new link that we've added. If we click on it, it takes us to our staff page, and we're all set. We've successfully created a new page, and we've linked up that new page so that our visitors can find it. For more details on the BannerOS Pages section, visit our help website at bosshelp.BannerView.com. If you'd like to learn more about optimizing your website for search engines, you may be interested in BannerView.com's website optimization services. Contact a website advisor or visit our website at BannerView.com for more information. We'll see you next time, and thank you for watching this BannerOS help video.